Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my Throwback 30 Project Pan update. I lost my train of thought for a second there. I have 3 empties that I have in a bag. So, very excited. First I finished, which one did I finish first? I think I finished this first. This is the product I had for the panning club. It was an athlete, a product that you can use like at the gym, and facial mist was part of that. I'm actually a little surprised I finished this, but I started carrying it around with me because I was like, I am not remembering to use this. Let me carry it around and see if that helps. And it did. This is the Burt's Bees Hydrating Facial Mist. You can see, or mostly at least see, all of my marks on there. Some of them have started to rub away, unfortunately. But last time it was quite a bit up to here, so I finished up a good bit, finally. Next, quite a surprise, but I'll explain why in a minute. I have one of my nail polishes. This was the one I wanted to finish. It is for musical pans. I chose Cabaret. It is SC Polish and A-List. So last time I was up to here, so obviously I used up a good bit of it. You can actually see through the majority of it now. Now I will admit, while I did wear this once in the last month, I used up a good bit of this painting over a makeup brush because I was trying to cover the label on it. And yeah, you could totally use nail polish as paint. I've done it plenty of times before. But yeah, so instead of buying like an acrylic paint, I just used a nail polish that I had. It's not cruelty free, so I wanted to get it out of my collection anyway. I don't feel like that was wasteful because it actually kept me from buying something else. And I still have plenty of red nail polish that I can use and abuse to my leisure. So that is a nail polish out of my collection, and literally I finished this today. It is for the pet or significant other picture product. I chose a lip balm because one of my chihuahuas has an affection for eating lip balms, but it is the Galactic Jello Gloss Balm. It has a hair stuck to it somehow. But I was having to shine a light through this because this doesn't always want to roll up and down properly. But last time the bottom was here, and I have managed to use it up. Like, the only thing that's really up there at this point is just plastic that's starting to pop out. So yeah, used that up. That's actually my first lip balm used up this year, but it was a full size, so I'm very happy that I used it up. So now on to what I do have remaining, which isn't a ton, but I only have 4 months left. So what I do have it here that I think I could finish, I need to get a move on. So first is something that I actually suspect will be done next month because I've been using it a lot. It is for the Blast into Project Panning. I picked Mars, which is a reddish brown, which I think this qualifies for. It is an Urban Decay eyeliner in alkaline, and as you can see, it's very tiny. It actually broke on me the last time I sharpened it the other day, so that was kind of annoying because like a big chunk of the tip fell out. So that was multiple uses that I cannot have, but I mean, this was a full-size pencil. I've gotten a crap ton of use out of it. I love this color, don't get me wrong. The reason why I bought an Urban Decay one was because this isn't a super common eyeliner color. So that will be done next month because it is quite tiny. Let me not put that by the lip balm, or else I'm going to try and put it in my empties. So put it with the rest of my eyeliners. Alright, next is Harry Potter. I picked Slytherin's Locket, a glittery green product, and I chose this the Balm's Led Zeppelin eyeshadow. My goal is to hit pan, and I think I only used it like once this month. However, yes, I did use it once this month actually. The thing is, I am almost done with a dark shadow that I use all over the lid a lot. I didn't today, but I do a lot today. It's like in my outer V and lower lash line. But once I finish that, it's crap. I've completely blanked on the name of it right now, but it's in my Pan That palette, so you probably know what I'm talking about if you follow that. So once I use that up, I'm going to be using this a lot more as like an outer V, lower lash line, and even some days when I want a darker eyeshadow and all over the lid shade. And I think once I get to that, I'm gonna hit pan on it fairly quickly. So I'm not worried about that one. Next is Let's Give Her A, and I picked a hero product that at least I really love. It is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Luminous Foundation. It is the white shade, so I use it as a mixer. So I haven't had to mix a lot of foundations in the past year. I've mostly been using up foundations that match me, God forbid. But I am purposely panning next something that is a shade or two off. I just finished something else that was a little off, but because it was a doe foot applicator foundation, some days I just didn't care and I just took it down my neck and chest. But here are my marks. If it'll focus, there we go. So I still got like half of it left, but I really do think I can finish that in the next 4 months while I pan that. It's actually a BB cream right there, so I'm not worried about it yet. That might change soon. Next is Lucy, You Have Some Panning to Do, and I chose Gilligan's Island as a prompt for that. I picked the Tree Hut Coconut Lime Post Shaving Mist. I'm not going to finish this in time. I just don't use a lot of this at once. You just need like a couple of sprays for wherever you shave. It kind of helps with ingrown hairs, makes your skin feel a little bit softer after shaving, stuff like that. That's what a post-shave mist is for. But I did get some progress. I went from, what was it? Here to here. So I did make progress, but like that's honestly a pretty good month for me because sometimes I forget to use it as well, like if I'm in a hurry after I take a shower or bath or something like that. Next is something I'm getting a little worried about, but I'm going to start using it a lot more starting in April because there are some shades that I'm going to pan in a different project pan coming up that will go with it very well. So I still hope I can hit pan on this. It is the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and I chose Applejack, and I actually chose the shade Applejack from my ColourPop My Little Pony palette. I just want to hit pan, and I have a good dip going in it. But I know from a lot of people on YouTube doing it that ColourPop shades are actually really hard to hit pan on. Now this is smaller because it's from a palette, not like just one of their singles, but you can depot all the shades in their palettes really easily. They're made like that. So I have used it 17 times since the beginning of this project, and I think I used it once in the past month. Because like I said, like I've mentioned in the last couple of months, my that palette is a lot of warm shades. So just like a soft pink doesn't really go with them. But it will go with shades that are in an upcoming project, so I'm not too worried about it yet. Like a little worried, but not a lot. Next month, we'll see. Next is Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. I chose Sailor Jupiter, whose color is green. And I chose the CoverGirl polish in Scalding Emerald, and I just wanted to use it 15 times. And so far, I have used it 7. I used it twice in the last month, so I do need to kind of amp it up a little bit, but I still feel pretty confident, especially now that I have gotten the Essie polish used up now. Even with a couple of uses, I don't know how well you can see this, but it does like move in the bottle, because not only is it really small, that's just the size that they were though. Like you bought them this size in the store. This isn't like part of a mini collection or anything. This takes like 3 coats to be opaque. My nails are almost completely gone, but it is like still on my pinkies. To get it to that opacity, it takes 3 coats. It could honestly stand another coat, but I have another polish in here and that one takes 4 coats, and I can't do 2 polishes that take 4 coats. Now I do want to mention this because I'm probably going to start using it in April because the cream blush that I'm panning is about to be dead. And that is for the Rocky Horror Panning Show. I chose magenta, and I chose this little cream blush right here. It is the Balms from the Balm Jovi palette. It is the shade Vanilla. It's the red one. Now you can use this as a lipstick, but I've been panning a red lipstick, the same red lipstick, for like going on 2 years now. So yeah, I don't need to be using any other reds but the one that I currently have on my lips. So starting next month, I will hopefully start using it and seeing progress on it. Next is Saturday Morning Pans. I chose Scooby-Doo because I picked this polish for the shade on Daphne's dress. It is the Bettina Nail Enamel in Neon Carnival. Now, it's a pretty shade once you get it up to opacity, but it does take like 4 coats, which is why, even though I've only used it, holy crap, 3 times, I didn't realize it was that few, for this giant full-size bottle. Like, this is a ½ ounce of nail polish. It's actually like moved in 3 uses, which most of the time, if you would only use something this big 3 times, it wouldn't have moved at all. But yeah, like 4 coats. So I need to use that like 12 more times. That one, we'll see. And finally, because I just really don't have a lot left in here, I have this. It is for Snow White and the 7 Pans. I picked Dopey, a product you feel silly for buying or a silly product in general. And it's the ColourPop Glitterly Obsessed Body Glitter in Outside the Lines. My goal is to use it 20 times. I have put like a little hurting on it, I will say. And I've used it 8 so far in total. I used it 3 in the last month. So this I'm not too worried about. I just need to remember to use it at least a couple of times a month and it will get all the uses that it needs. Now the thing is, I've seen other people use this as like a glitter liner and stuff, but I got this in my eyes once and it was horrible. This is not eye safe. So now sometimes I will, like I did today, I don't know if you can see it that much at all, but like take a tiny bit on my finger and kind of pat it away from my lash line. I learned that once. And wear it that way, but this don't go anywhere near my lash line. I have also worn it on my cheeks a few times. Now, once the weather warms up, I might start wearing it like on my collarbone in fun places like that. But for now, you know, it's still actually quite cool outside, which is good because my air died. Again, they totally installed a bad compressor. It's like, isn't that like half the point of you being here is that when you install something, it's not gonna be bad? Anyways, that is it. Like I said, I don't have too many products left. There is one product that I'm not using, and honestly, at the end of this project, I'm probably just gonna toss it because it's really old. And it is the Nightmare Before Christmas, a product that reminds you of Christmas or Halloween. I chose a black lipstick, and kind of had a goal of finishing it, but I've only used it once since the beginning of this project. And like I said, it is hella old, so I should probably just throw it out. Let's see what it smells like. Ooh, that smells like Play-Doh. Yeah, that would just be thrown out. I'll wait till the end, but it can just continue to sit over there. Because yeah, that don't smell right. That is one thing. It's like when your lip products go bad, they tend to start smelling really badly of like crayons or Play-Doh. So that's how you know. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you later. Bye.